disaster may be unfolding right now in Haiti, hit today by a powerful earthquake.
Early reports of extensive damage are coming from the capital, Port-au-Prince.
The dead, the injured, and the homeless are sharing a city largely reduced to rubble.
Buildings are built on top of buildings, and there are no standards, so it's just unreinforced concrete going up.
The injured are taken to hospital in a country which simply doesn't have the infrastructure to cope.
It is an almost indescribable scene of anguish with bodies lying in the street.
The tragic thing is we have no idea how many people have died.
You will not be forsaken. You will not be forgotten.
Too many people died. There's no air, no hospital, no electricity, nothing. No food, no phone, no food, no water, nothing.
Priority without question is alleviating the suffering of the Haitian people who have suffered this incredible disaster. And right now, their biggest need is water.
In just 11 seconds, a country of 10 million lost nearly 300,000 lives and saw close to 1 million rendered homeless. Although 5 years have passed since the devastating earthquake, the memory still remains in the minds of the Haitian people.
Post-earthquake, there was about 300,000 people who lost their life. And there was no possible way for them to give folks a proper burial. Literally, at one point, lining the roads were just bodies, dead bodies, because they had no place else to put them. Eventually, we're going to pass a place that is called the mass grave, and there's over 300,000 people buried in this particular place where they dug and excavated this huge place, dumped the bodies and buried them. Sometimes if the windows are rolled down, you can still kind of smell the stench.
I watched the video on the earthquake before we left, so that was 5 years ago, I guess it was. Watched the footage, and then when we landed and we made that drive out and we were driving through town there, it's like, this is exactly like it looked like from the video footage that I saw.
I don't think there's anything that can prepare you for the poverty that is over there. You know, I don't know if poverty is the correct word that accurately describes the scene over there. Nothing can prepare you for that.
When we were riding by, and there's just alleyways of ditches of kind of leftover water with trash in it. And I remember seeing them bathing and bathing our kids, moms bathing their kids. And I mean, that was kind of the spot where it hit me.
You know, seeing cows and horses and stuff tied up on the side of the road and all the trash that was there. I mean, that just blew me away. And then all the people, you know, having to go get water every single day.
It's not much of anything. I mean, there's a lot of people on a lot of different vehicles and trying to hustle.
Whether it was, you know, cooking food on the side of the road, whether it was selling bottles of water, just by any means they could, just to make a living to support their family.
Is this a market?
This is a type of a market. Now the interesting thing is most of these men and women all live in rural communities in Haiti where there's not a lot of future and hope. So they migrate to Port-au-Prince, the city, in order to survive. It's a very dog-eat-dog kind of environment. It's very difficult to survive here.
You know, I was still kind of in shock, kind of a little doubtful. You know, what am I doing here? What I get my family into? What can we do in 5 days that's going to help anything, really? You know, I mean, just a sense of hopelessness, really.
How do you, the overwhelming sense of how do you really make a difference when there's so many people that don't have the basic needs of life to live as we live. So that's the battle I always face in my mind is, man, how can I really make a difference?
The Freeze Foundation, in partnership with 410 Bridge, has made trips to Haiti for the past 2 years to help the rural community of Camp Marie. Rebel student athletes, coaches, and others volunteered their spring breaks to help achieve a single goal: provide safe water. A goal that had been realized since the last visit.
The entire community is, for the very first time, drinking safe water. Now, it's hard for us to wrap our head around that because we grew up drinking water that was safe for the most part. But imagine living a life without healthy water. Imagine the disease and the suffering that happens. And when that water comes, those things are eliminated immediately. and it's an amazing thing. And that's what you all have done just in 1 year.
For the group of rebels arriving in Haiti, the task was finally at hand. After check-in, they would participate, as they would every night, in a debriefing session.
You know, I heard somebody once say that missions is like vacation with a purpose. And I think it's a little bit misleading, because I think missions is God's laboratory of transformation. I really see God doing so many incredible things in people's lives on a simple mission trip. I've seen lives turn completely around on a simple mission trip, because you're out of your environment, you're out of your context. Things are sometimes a little hectic, a little stressful. Things don't quite go always the way we schedule them to go. And God uses all of that to speak to our hearts. The interesting thing is we come to help and to serve others, right? We come to do for the community of Camp Marie. And often we leave more enriched and more blessed than we ever could have given to anyone.
Here's a group of people that you witness and see as in need. And we, in our mind, in America, probably associate, if you are in need, there's probably unhappiness and bitterness and different emotions that would come with that for us probably. And yet the script is totally flipped there when you see what you just saw the day before, and then you witness them with great joy, giving thanks for what they do have. You're immediately like, wow, this takes me back a little bit.
I saw it as kind of a 2-hour escape, you know, for them from their daily lives. You know, the daily grind of, you know, how do we go from one point to the other.
When they're in church, they take everything off their mind. They focus their mind on one person, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be.
That would be a problem for anybody in, you know, a first world situation, is how do you thank him when you have nothing? And that was the lesson, is those people were extremely thankful and getting up and singing and lifting their hands, and that was unbelievable, and a testimony to faith, you know, all around the world, and to see that was something special.
As you travel, ask him to give you his favor. And I'm praying for blessings, for protection for your family back home as you are here in this place at the mission field, that the Lord will continue protecting you and take care of everything on your side, in your life.
The kid that came up to me after church, he held his arms up like he wanted me to hold him. I picked him up, and that was one of the first times that just like my heart was touched when I got there. You know, it was many times that it was throughout the entire trip, but that was the first time, because he didn't know what situation he was in, so he loved everything, just seeing us, being able to communicate with us, and just being able to interact with us, period.
We'll leave here to head back to Camp Marie, and we'll spend a little bit of time doing what we call a Jericho walk, which is a prayer walk for the community. Some of the community leaders and folks from the community will join us. We'll finish out with a time of prayer on top of a mountain kind of overlooking the community, and then head back here for dinner after that.
Hey guys, this is Wendell, 410 Bridge. He's been our liaison the last 3 years on our water project here in Camp Marie in Haiti. And he's just describing a little of the before and after for us.
Yeah, before, what you see right here is a canal where the water runs through, and you can imagine that as it rains, this area will fill with water, which is so contaminated that you would probably die within a matter of days. But the after, which we will see in the next couple of days, is just across this road where you'll see a new system of water that has been purified and serves up to 10,000 people with, for the very first time in the history of this community, safe water. It's an amazing thing. It's happened just under a year, and we're so grateful.
When we first, our foundation decided to adopt Camp Marie, the first goal was to get them fresh water where the sickness could go down. They could have the basic needs of just fresh water on a daily basis. And then the second phase is to help make this the whole village self-sufficient with water and food. And what we witnessed on the Jericho Walk around the mountaintop was that valley is where they should be growing crops if they have water. So praying for rain was one of the first things they asked for us to do because they get very little there. And then for the vision of how do we finish this project where this village can be self-sufficient, that was the priority of that Jericho Walk.
Okay, bonjour. Bonjour. Good morning. Eh bien, je dis à nous dire bon Dieu merci pour grand merveille ça qui fait dans mi-temps. Today we thank God for this opportunity that He gave us. Pour nous toute famille ça qui était sorti aux États-Unis pour venir avec nous. To have all this family to be here with us. Et nous c'est une grande bénédiction. This is a blessing, a big blessing. Je dis à nous dire bon Dieu merci. Today we thank God. Parce que vision nous te gagne pour Camario, nous avons commencé à avancer. Because our vision for Camaro has come through. Nous avons pile vision. We have a lot of visions. Vision de l'eau potable là. A vision for purified water, it's already realized. Faut que nous aujourd'hui on a boire bon de l'eau. And I have to tell you that today we drink a good water. Yeah. Vous venez de nous prier. Oh, today you guys come in and help us in prayers. Prier n'a mettre à la tête aujourd'hui, c'est prier pour nous réaliser prochaine irrigation. The head of our prayer right now, it's to help us to pray and realize. Ou de nous prier pour éducation tout. Help us pray for education. Ou de nous prier pour santé parce que nous besoin de santé. For health. Pour tout ça nous tout là. Help us pray for everything that I have been saying. Bon Dieu dans fidélité. God in His faithfulness va rendre nous réussir dans processus. He help us to succeed in what we want to do. Merci. Thank you.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
This is it's a relatively new school, as you can tell. There's probably not going to be enough paintbrushes, but that's why we're going to buddy up and work together, swap on and off. There's plenty of paint.
When you see me standing, look at me face, I'm a gentleman. When you see me standing, look at me face, I'm a gentleman.
Now, are you an experienced painter?
No, not really. Not with the roller. I started at first and it wasn't pretty.
When you score a touchdown, you gotta give them something like that. Give them something.
Some practice.
We gotta go back week ahead so we can practice. So Jesus loves me.
Okay, after you
and make them point to themselves.
Jesus loves me.
Hari tari. Hari tari. Again. Hari tari. Hari tari. Go ever. Manali. Tua cara. Hari tari. Go ever. Hari tari. Go ever. I like see Mama Yellow Baby, and then you rub me, darling. And then you rub me, darling. And then you rub me, darling. Till daylight come. I like see Mama Yellow Baby. I like see Mama Yellow Baby. And then you rub me, darling. And then you rub me, darling. And then you rub me, darling. Till daylight come.
nous avons toujours pour un libérateur pour délivrer tout ce qui est réconciliation.
God always sends someone to help when there's trouble.
C'est-à-dire nous considérons le ministre comme un libérateur pour délivrer.
I can consider Ole Miss as a help that God has sent us.
We
pray that God keeps blessing Ole Miss, which made us more able to have this water.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, this is McKinley. Say hey, McKinley. All right, this is Woodlands. These are my Haiti friends.
We're just thankful that we can be a part of a great community that is caring and as loving as they are of God. Just to see them people have water again, I mean, that's more than you can expect how happy they can be. And we're just grateful to be a part of such a great community.
In just a little while, we're going to head up the mountain, and you'll get to see kind of the heart of the water project. From that point, it flows down the hill. The community piped the water down the hill all the way to just the other side of this road.
Well, the road was very tight and bumpy.
It was probably a good 20-minute ride in the truck, and you're 4 low all the way up because the road's not but probably 10 feet wide, if that.
It was basically like a donkey trail is what I fashioned it to. I mean, it wasn't a road. It wasn't anything like a road. It was like those four-wheel drive commercials where they're showing how good of but we weren't in a real good four-wheel drive truck.
On the way up to the top of the mountain, it was like many stations where people that lived at the villages for them to get fresh water, and every last one that we drove by, someone was using the water.
They would have people just sitting there waiting to turn the water on to show us how it worked and how happy they were that it worked.
We got to where the well was dug. You can look in and it looks like something in America. You know, you got pipes and gauges everywhere. So, but in the roof, there was just a bunch of water on the inside of it, and I guess from there it went underground, ran through the pipes or something.
Nothing but water, coach. Nothing but water.
This is raw spring water here that's flowing into here. And what happens is it comes out of here through that chlorinator that we're looking at down there. That's what treats it through that chlorinator, and then it distributes down the pipe.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm right, Swag Daddy?
Yeah, you're right, man.
Good, man. It's good to be right.
They give it a good
What do you think, Coach? That's awesome. It's obviously God is good. To see fresh water flowing into this village is an amazing thing, and the small part we played in at the Freeze Foundation is huge. And these guys like Chad that came both times and saw when nothing was here, and now I get to see this is very rewarding. Grateful.
The incredible thing is that all of that we just drove, that rocky, nasty soil, the community came out, hundreds of them, and dug trenching all down this road and buried the pipe. They did all the manual labor for the project.
When you look,
they contributed in a big way.
When you look from, if you look down this path, when we left last year, we had the foundation here laid, and the trench was probably 20 yards, and they had to take it 3 miles, in rocky terrain to get it to their village. But you see the joy on their face, that they have a water system. Things we take for granted, the simple stuff is unbelievably, they're grateful that we can help them get water for sure.
This is where they purify the water. Okay? They clean the water here. The water system is clean here and going down there to the pipe, and the community uses down there.
How grateful are you guys?
We cannot find the word to describe the importance this water project is for us in our community. This is the goodest thing that ever happened to us in Camp Merritt.
But just to see the finished product from what we were able to do last year with laying the foundation of that reservoir, and to see where it is now, man, is a truly a blessing from God.
One of the leaders of the camp when we opened the door, he looked at the water system, and he teared up because he was just like, that's the best thing that's ever happened to this camp, you know, Coach Freeze and what he's done for our camp. You're the best people that ever come through here, and it's awesome to see that, because, you know, we're affecting someone else besides being selfish and only doing these things for ourselves.
Hearing the stories of what it was just, you know, 12 months before, and to now see this whole system in place that benefits so many people that live along that trail. I mean, that's when it kind of hit me that, you know, that you can make a difference.
This plot of land is crucial. The one that we're working on today is crucial to making this happen. The first step that we've got to do is we've got to prove concept, both to the community and to the and to our partners, that this can work. And that plot of land is where we're going to prove the concept, and we're going to start training farmers in the techniques that will ultimately be put to work on this property here. So it's a crucial first step to seeing this come to life.
It's hot, very, but gotta get the work done. It'll be worth it in the end.
Trying to help out.
Trying to clear the field for those guys that are digging. It's amazing how much work's done with all these people out here.
Well, we're trying to build a fence, keep the cows out, and protect the property. Miss Jennifer right here is doing an excellent job. She's, I guess we go to the pool right now. Yes. Yeah, we're pulling right now.
We're here with so many people from Oxford and obviously Ole Miss and our football team and staff. And this is going to be the first trial project for Farming God's Way. And we're helping them clean the land today, build the fence to keep all the critters out. And it's been awesome, man, seeing just the many hands that have made good work today with the Haitian community here at Camp Marie.
We're out there to put a smile on people's faces, and it made me smile. Building a relationship with little kids who knows if I'll see them again. And I mean, just being out there with those kids and just enjoying the day, taking it minute by minute, and just being happy.
That water is distributed everywhere in the village. And they drink it without worrying. When someone comes to your house now in Camp Marie, if that person asks, give me some water, please. We're going to ask them, and then you're going to say, do you want that 14 water? If it's 14 water, he drinks it with no worries.
C'était une joie pour nous to see the first phase of water project complete. Les notés le projet de l'eau était fini complet.
We hope that will bring many to the living water of Jesus Christ.
Nous pensons que ça capable conduire nous côté de l'eau de vie, côté Jésus-Christ ou bien dans l'eau de la vie.
We appreciate 14 Bridge.
Nous vraiment apprécions 14 tout.
And have agreed to partner with them to finish the irrigation project for Camp Marie.
Whom much is given. Et la caille non plus que nous capables de recevoir. Bien bail. Much is required. Et tout ça que vous bail et tout ça que vous même recevoir. I just have one request. Et les gagner seulement yon bienvenue ou bien yon demande. Someone comes to your community. Si yon moun vini dans communauté ou non? And ask about this safe water. Mandez de l'eau ça, l'eau potable ça. Don't call it 410 water. Pas c'est l'eau potable 14 Bridge. Call it living water. Dis ça c'est l'eau de vie.
That was one of the hardest parts throughout the entire trip, was saying goodbye.
Yeah, that was tough. Mostly because you're going back to, your situation, in their eyes, your perfect situation back home, where you're leaving them and their circumstances. But I mean, everybody also probably felt a lot of comfort by leaving them with a better mindset over the past 2 years. They've got a water system now. They're about to have irrigation to their farmland.
There's no doubt in my mind that that our group that went there left different and left better from what the Haitian people showed us about joy and peace and purpose in difficult circumstances. The hope in my mind is that would they feel the same way about what we left them with? Did they see in us the same things we saw in them? And did we truly make a difference with the time that we spent there in their lives that make things better for them?
It was amazing, just being it's amazing. And just to see what God is doing in us and through us, it's amazing. Through our children, it's amazing.